You know I love you, but you've been so difficult lately. It's just your nature, I guess. I'm just being honest.
After dinner, he sent her a short message. "Why did you sound so distant all evening?" She replied a minute later. "I'm tired. I just don't feel like explaining every single emotion anymore." He stared at the screen, a familiar knot tightening in his stomach. He typed back, "Distance feels heavier when silence replaces honesty." Her reply came almost instantly. "Honesty is pointless when you never listen properly anyway." He took a slow breath. "Listening becomes hard when your words are meant to wound," he wrote. She answered, "I was just being real for once." He had to ask, "And being real means insulting me casually?" "Yes," she typed. "I was frustrated and I needed to vent without any filters." His fingers hovered over the keyboard. "Venting shouldn't involve humiliation," he finally sent. The three dots appeared and disappeared. Then her message landed like a stone. "You're not the kind of man I feel proud talking about to others." He didn't reply right away. He let the weight of her words sink in, feeling the air leave his lungs. He read the message again and again. Calmly, he typed his response. "Pride built on comparison is fragile." She came back quickly. "Confidence shouldn't be so easily shaken." He replied, "Confidence erodes when respect disappears repeatedly." "You're overreacting," she accused. "You're being overly sensitive." He shook his head slightly, though she couldn't see it. "Repeated disrespect trains people to go numb, not stronger," he wrote. "Maybe numbness is better than pretending everything is fine," she sent back. His heart ached at that. "Is that what you think I've been doing? Pretending?" Her next message confirmed his fears. "You've become predictable and uninspiring." He typed, "Reliability is often mistaken for boredom." She didn't miss a beat. "Excitement matters more than stability to me now." He knew where this was going. "Chasing excitement often burns bridges quietly," he warned. "You sound bitter and old-fashioned," she shot back. He replied, "Dignity ages better than thrill-seeking." A short pause followed. Then her message, "Why are you suddenly acting so detached?" He answered truthfully. "Detachment protects what remains of self-respect." Her tone seemed to shift slightly. "I never meant to hurt you that deeply." He replied, "Words reveal thoughts even when intent is denied." "What do you want from me now?" she asked. He thought for a moment, wanting to be clear. "I want acknowledgement without mockery." She deflected. "Acknowledgement won't change how I feel." He knew this was a critical point. "Honesty without empathy breaks trust," he typed. "You're trying to control my reactions?" she accused. He corrected her. "Boundaries are not control, they are clarity." The question he had been dreading finally came. "Are you threatening to leave?" His answer was quiet but firm. "Leaving is sometimes choosing peace." "Peace sounds like avoidance," she retorted. He replied, "Peace arrives after limits are enforced." She switched tactics. "You're making everything about yourself." He stood his ground. "Self-preservation is not selfishness." "I need support, not lectures," she typed, the frustration evident even in text. He answered, "Support cannot coexist with contempt." A long pause followed, the longest one yet. Then the three words he knew were coming. "Do you still love me?" He typed his answer carefully, wanting every word to be true. "Love weakens when respect is questioned daily." She tried a different angle, bringing up their shared history. "Remember all the years we spent building a life together?" He did remember. "That's why this hurt so much." "Foundations crack when words become weapons," he replied. "You're giving up too easily?" she accused. He had to disagree. Endurance without dignity becomes self-betrayal. Her next question was practical, laced with a hint of panic. "What happens next?" His reply was direct. "Finances and responsibilities will be separated." The shock was clear in her response. "You can't just do that, not so suddenly." He typed. "Sudden clarity follows prolonged disrespect." "I feel scared and uncertain," she admitted. He didn't try to soothe her in the old way. "Consequences often feel frightening at first," he wrote. "You're punishing me for being honest," she accused. He clarified one last time. Honesty without kindness invites distance. The final, dreaded question appeared. "Does this mean the relationship is ending?" He gave the answer they both already knew. "Relationships end when contempt replaces care." "I wish I could take the words back," she sent. He replied, "Words cannot be unheard." She apologized, but it felt guarded, hesitant. He told her apologies need understanding to heal. Will time change anything? She asked, a sliver of hope in her message. He had to be honest. Time only helps when behavior changes. You've become so cold, she said. He replied, coldness follows repeated warmth being rejected. I never imagined this conversation would go so far, she wrote. He answered, small remarks accumulate into turning points. Will you block me? She asked. He typed, distance is necessary for reflection. She sent one more message. I hope you'll forgive me eventually. He replied, forgiveness does not always mean return. Her final message appeared a moment later, I feel empty. He looked at it, his own sense of emptiness mirroring hers, but for different reasons. He typed his last reply of the night. Emptiness often invites growth, if faced honestly. The typing indicator appeared, then vanished. She stopped typing after that. He placed his phone face down on the table and sat in the quiet of the room. It felt different now, calmer, but so much heavier. A chapter had closed, not with a dramatic slam, but with the quiet tap of fingers on a screen. For the first time in a very long time, he chose himself. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't argue in circles. He simply drew a line to protect what was left of his peace. The conversation was over. But for him, clarity was just beginning.